Note that this particular news is focused on Tinubu and the conspiracies of the Northerners and their plot against him to get rid of him immediately he becomes the president. I know a lot of you might doubt how I found out or lay hands on this information, but that is what I'm going to be walking you guys through. Stay tuned with this particular video so that you will get the full information and you wouldn't miss out. All right, let's get to the news. It is no news that the APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu is very sick. There are a lot of videos of his gaffe all over social media. I know a lot of Nigerians, let's say 90% of Nigeria, is aware that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is sick and is not fit to become the next president of Nigeria. I want to walk you guys through this particular video so that you guys will understand where I'm coming from. A lot of people might be wondering what is happening to Tinubu whenever he's in the congregation to address Nigerians. In his hands, he's always shaking. Sometimes he dozes off. Sometimes he slept off. Sometimes he's confused. He don't know what he wants to say. Well, let me disclose this to you guys. Tinubu is suffering from what is called Parkinson's disease. A lot of you might have heard it before, but for those who don't really understand what is Parkinson's disease is a brain disorder that causes unintended or uncontrollable movements such as shaking, stiffness, and difficulties with balance and coordination. Symptoms usually begins gradually and worsen over the time as the disease progresses. People may have difficulties walking and talking. Well, if you are a fan of Tinubu or other political party, you must have noticed that the APC is hiding this from the entire Nigerian. That's why whenever Tinubu is at the congregation, there is always a woman or any supporters telling him what to say so that it will not miss up the line. I know a lot of his supporters will disagree with me or want to cover this up because they are paid to do that. So without further explanation, I want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
Let us recreate tourism. Let us recreate technological hub. Let us make Nigeria. The PVC you have has expired.
Did you hear what he said? The PVC has expired. They call it permanent voters card. Can it ever expire? That is error number one. Now, I want you guys to also watch this particular video, which is evidence number 2.
Don't call them by illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm. We are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and what they will eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn, in the morning, yam.
Now, in this particular video you just watched, I know a lot of people might not see the error in it. He was talking about how to recruit 50 million youth into military. Now, focusing on the food they're going to be eating, not talking about the major problem, which is the salary. Now, after the food, even if they are not paid, no problem. I know a lot of you will also notice when he was talking, can literally just pause as if he's a zombie, don't know what next is going to be doing. Now, let's continue. Now, when this particular video's first surfaced, the daughter of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, who reviewed the conspiracy against Tinubu and endorsing Peter Obi, a lot of people were just saying she was paid. She does not know what she's saying and on this and that and that. But along the line, there are a lot of evidence coming out to the public now that the Hausas or the Fulani or the Northerners know exactly what they are doing in playing this politics.
They are plotting for Tinubu. Hey, Yoruba, wake up, Yorubas. It is a plot. They are aware about Tinubu medical condition. All they are planning is immediately after handover, when everything is solidified, after swearing in, they are going to get rid of Tinubu. Shetima is going to be your next president if you are not careful. That's the plot. You Yorubas, you have to wake up. Don't be using emotion. Lokobawa. A lot of these people who are supposed to lead the Yoruba youth and say, hold on a minute. We are tired of all this suffering. We have a very good choice now, which is Peter Obi and Yusuf Dati. There's no way we can say...
The Northerners know full well that Tinubu is sick. That's why they make sure that they allow the Muslim tickets. In case of incasity, if anything happens, definitely there will always be in case of incasity, because now Tinubu is sick. The world is aware, and the only way they can easily slide to eliminate it is going to be on easy snap of a finger without people noticing it and putting the blame. You already know that he's sick and this, that. Then once he's eliminated, the Northerners take over the power again. I know that this might sound as if I'm rude. Hey, Plan B TV, you are talking anyhow. But this is so clear and sound that the conspiracy out there is so clear. Let me bet with everyone watching this particular video, if Tinubu eventually become president, there is a tendency that it will not last 4 years before the Northerners get rid of him. It's going to be like he's sick, he went for medical trip to London and he did not return. I bet with you, and this is what is going to happen. I'm not against Tinubu. He should be a political godfather like Obasanjo, which other politicians can come to meet to seek for a political advice and aspiration. To clear your doubts, I want you guys to watch these particular videos of Abati Ruben during Arise TV News of what he also said about Tinubu.
Meantime, the director of media and publicity of the All Progressives Congress Presidential Campaign Council, Bayo Onanuga, in a tweet on Monday debunked rumors about the party's flag bearer, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's alleged inability to hold a teacup firmly by posting a video showing Tinubu holding a broom firmly while showing off his dance moves. Let's take a look.
As for Mr. Bayo Onanuga, I'm not aware that Mr. Onanuga has taken a degree in medicine. But, you know, we live in such times that, you know, many Nigerians have become medical doctors. So how do you weigh, you know, the value of a broom and a teacup? I know some teacups that are very heavy to carry. You know, heavier than a broomstick. But in any case, that's the kind of situation in which we have found ourselves.
Yes. But
the bigger point is about the health of the presidential candidates. Having gone through the experience of sickness and death, as Olusegun Adeneyi has reported in his book of a similar title, Orientation, Nigerians are now saying, look, for us to have a president, you know, we must look for a man that is healthy and that we are convinced is healthy. It's not about malice. It's God that determines people's health. Pardon my, you know, towing the religious line. But the truth of the matter is that when you apply for a job, don't they ask people to go for medical checkup? You know, but the people who have taken up the medical checkup assignment now are surrogates, you know, journalists, you know, who have become spokespersons and all of that. But the average Nigerian voter is just saying, we just want our president to be healthy.
Yeah.
Not a president, you know, that will be on steroids or that will be in and out of office. In fact, some people have gone to the extent of saying that maybe we should be arranging jogging exercise for anybody who wants to be president of Nigeria. You jog
We'll let us see whether you can do 100 meters, 300 meters. However, that's not a requirement.
And why do you think that whenever Tinubu is talking, he always hides his hand in the back, or sometimes hide it or use it to hold the pulpit? So I want you guys to notice this, that whenever he releases, he have to put it in his chest, or if he release it out without holding something, you start seeing his hands vibrating.
That is the truth. That is the truth. Have the experience.
Well, this video is not to convince you or confuse you, but just to let you know that there is a great conspiracy with the non-tanners supporting Tinubu because of the Muslim ticket. All right, it's just a few weeks to this presidential election. So let's see what's going to be the outcome of it. If you are a concerned Nigerian, vote wisely. But if you ask for my own opinion, I will say vote Peter Obi. All right, thank you very much. Until we meet again, stay tuned, Plan B TV.
There is no winning, because you cannot relate to a person that has lost it upstairs. If he is physically unfit and he is mentally okay, we can manage. At least you know you can hold him accountable. But in this case, you know that those hangers-on are only pushing him, knowing that he cannot do it, and they will be the beneficiaries. They will be, you know, he's just there like an idol. And you just, they will be, his wife will be doing the ruling. She will rule over the country. And the other hangers on, they even hate Aswaju, as far as I'm concerned. Because you cannot push somebody that is ill mentally into a position of leadership. What sort of people are we? This thing will come back and consume every single one of us. I looked at the options in the APC. They go to rallies, and Aswaju cannot even decipher. He cannot. When I was speaking I sat with him for 2 hours. Most of the time he was sleeping. You ask him questions on this, and he's talking completely different from the topic that you are discussing. So how on earth, what is wrong with Nigerians? What is it that you will benefit personally?
No one has ever heard me speak about the health conditions of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or for that matter, any other person. No one has ever heard me, and I cannot be quoted. And I can speak for His Excellency Governor Peter Obi. We don't speak about their personal conditions and any God-given talents, because there is philosophy behind this. There's morality behind it. I personally believe that the health in you, in anybody, is bestowed by Almighty Allah. And Peter Obi made the same comment. When Tinubu could not show up for a variety of events, we spoke and he said, I really hope this gentleman is all right. He expressed that concern.
Billion they couldn't generate enough kilowatts energy to make a popcorn.
I converted the greatest liability threatening the environment and Lagos existence to assets of magnitude value.
Recruit 50 million youths into the army, and what they will eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn, and the morning.
No more ASU strike. 4 years calls for you, 4 years job. 7 years for job. 7 years.
Turn the so-called Yahoo boys to expand manufacturing and creation of chips that they intercept and are okay. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Go and take your APC, and you must vote. They spent more than $60 billion. They forget that transmission line is a super highway for generated electricity power. They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn for that electricity. See, let us recreate tourism. Let us recreate technological hub. Let us make Nigeria.
Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you dey share your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.